Hello student, the question says in hydrogen atom, electron excites from ground state to higher energy state and its orbital velocity is reduced to one third of its initial value. The radius of the orbit in the ground state is r. The radius of the orbit in that higher energy state is. So as given four options. So basically the electron excited from one state to another state. So initially it is in ground state. So ground state simply implies n equals to 1. So from that it excited to a state, higher state, and its orbital velocity became one third. So that means V2, whatever is the orbital velocity here, is one third of V ground. We know the formula for orbital velocity in Bohr's orbit. We know orbital velocity is proportional to Z by N. So we can simply say the orbital velocity of this is equals to Z by N. So based on this, we can write V1 by V2 is equals to N2 by N1. And given V2 equals to 1 by third of V1. From this, if you know V2 equals to 1 by third V1, based on this, what will V1 by V2 become? V1 by V2 will become 3. I will substitute here. 3 equals to N2 by 1. And we get N2 equals to 3. So we got what is the value of this higher excited state. The value of this higher excited state that we obtained is 3. So the electron is exciting from the ground state to the state 3. The next thing we need to find it is not 3. We need to find what will be the radius of this. To find the radius, we can do it in two ways. Like in method 1, if you know the formula for radius, you can use that. We know radius is proportional to n square by z. So we can write r2 by r1 equals to n2 by n1 whole square. Z value is 1 here. So simply R2 would be equals to R1. Original one, it is given as capital R into 3 by 1 whole square. So you'll get 9R. This is one way to solve it. Another way to solve it is we know MBR equals to NH by 2 pi. So we can write V2 by V1 into R2 by R1 is equals to N2 by N1. Why? Because 2 pi HM, all these are constants. V2 by V1, we just obtained it as 1 by 3 into R2 by R1 is given as capital R. N2 by N1, this is method 2 to solve the same problem. N2 by N1, we obtained it as 3. So R2 would be equals to 9R. So the answer for this given question is option D. Hope you understood how I have solved. The most important thing in this is you should know these formulae. Without mugging these formulae, V orbital is proportional to Z by N. Radius is proportional to N square by Z. It would be very difficult to solve these kind of problems. Hope you understood. Thank you.